let's get into the NFL talks, right? Caleb Williams has been like a major hot topic
Oh my God.
for a lot of the wrong reasons too.
You be on your Caleb Williams shit?
I don't like that fingernail painting shit. I'm
Nah.
not gonna lie. I never liked that.
That ain't my era. We was talking about era earlier. That definitely ain't from my
That
era.
yeah, like I told you a little bit about my era, but
Yeah.
I just was never a fan of that. And I just never understood it too. I'm like, by all means, like if somebody want to do that, I'm of the belief, like, listen, people do what they want. It is what it is. But then at the same time, it's like, bro, like,
I mean, it's an attention getter. It's a topic. You know what I'm saying? We're always going to talk about it, especially if he keeps doing it. But, the little sass stuff, crying to your mom. I guess some people were like, this should hurt his draft stock. I just don't give a shit about that. Like, at the end of the day,
the dumb
you got to do what
shit.
you want, but it shouldn't affect your draft stock because of that's stupid.
No, that's the dumb stuff. Like, that's not. If somebody's working under me, bro, and they're a great worker, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, you can't show up these days because you paint your nails. That's just weird as hell to me. Or maybe you act as like there's like you're stupid. Like nobody's gonna think like that, and nobody's gonna do that. Like the talent is the talent, and the personal stuff you're gonna move off of that because the talent is real. But
like, do you think like he didn't go to the combine? There's been like obviously he's been drafted now, and there's a lot of people like, oh, he didn't sign his deal. Like there's all this attention on it, and then come to find out, it's because of Hard Knocks. They were trying to sign it on Hard Knocks, him and Rome Odunze together. So I don't know. The stories around Caleb are probably going to be a distraction throughout the whole year, especially if he comes out and struggles in the first few weeks of the year. There's going to be so much said about Caleb Williams as a leader, as a rookie, as a person. That's going to be completely outside of just football in the fact that he's going to be a rookie this year. And do I think Caleb's going to come in and struggle a little bit? I can actually, in Chicago, where quarterbacks don't throw for 4,000 yards, I could see him struggling a little bit. He has plenty of talent around him. They went and got Keenan Allen, got DeAndre Swift. You go get Gerald Everett. Like, you draft Rome Odunze. There's a lot of talent in that building. But, shit, it would not surprise me to see Caleb Williams come out and struggle for a few games and have the whole world against him. It really wouldn't.
Bro, he's on the Bears. I believe the Bears are cursed. Like, the Bears never have a quarterback that pans out ever. Not one. So
your best quarterback's probably Jay Cutler.
Yeah. The weirdest shit, right? So it's like with me and the Bears having him and Caleb Williams and stuff is like, not really sure how this is going to pan out and everything because the Bears do a terrible job of building up quarterbacks. But like you said, I mean, the talent's there. Like you got Keenan Allen, you got DJ Moore, you got Gerald Everett, you got what is that other running back's name? There was another
DeAndre Swift, you got Swift, Roshan Johnson, Khalil Herbert.
Yep. You got those guys. So the talent should be there. It should work out. So we shall see. The Bears is definitely a team that I'm definitely going to keep my eye out for, but I'm not a believer in Caleb.
You think so? There's a lot of people that think the Bears have like Super Bowl aspirations or like potentially even like could win the division with Green Bay, with Detroit. A lot of people are really buying into like them getting Caleb Williams and surrounding him with this talent and the fact that they could go like on a deep playoff run. You think that the Bears, A, could win the NFC North, B, make a deep playoff run?
Nah, they ain't winning that. Packers got it all the way.
Packers over the Lions?
Oh, the Lions. I forgot about the Lions. I'm not going to lie. That would be a good debate. It's going to be between those two, right? But I think Jordan Love was really coming into his own at the end of the season, really figuring some things out and really putting everything together, and the tools was coming along. And especially that performance he had against the Cowboys, bruh, I'm a believer. I'm a believer of Jordan Love, bruh.
I like Jordan Love, and I like this Packers team, man. But them going to get Josh Jacobs, I feel like the Packers are making all the right moves, and it feels like the Lions have maybe another year or two of being at the top. Those are the two teams at the top. It's the Lions and the Packers. So for anybody that thinks the Bears are just going to come in and draft Caleb Williams, and now this team is headed to the Super Bowl or has deep playoff aspirations, they probably not even going to make the playoffs. It'd be surprised to see the Bears win 8 games this year, especially in that division. I'm looking at the Bears. I'm like, I think people forget sometimes. We see CJ Stroud last year, and that's what everybody goes to. They're like, every rookie that comes in is going to be great. Do we not remember Bryce Young was the first pick last year and he struggled? So what happens? What if Caleb Williams comes in and struggles just a little bit? Is the whole world going to turn against him, or are they going to give him a chance to develop? Trevor Lawrence struggled his first year. Sometimes it takes players time, man. I would hope I hope that they give Caleb Williams a chance. I hope Caleb Williams gets an opportunity to develop into a player and help the Bears become a team before the expectations are set so high that everybody turns on them in year one just because of the nails.
I want to say, you talked about Bryce Young, right? And I'm just sitting there like, I keep looking at what the Panthers are doing. Bro, Bryce Young's not going to make it. Bryson's not making it, bro. That man is not going to make it and have a full lengthy NFL career. The things that Panthers crew is doing to him, and the pieces they're surrounding him around, bro, it's just called for disaster. They're trying, bro. It's just cause for disaster, bro. That man's gonna get PTSD. That man's gonna sit here and start seeing ghosts like Sam Darnold, bro. Bro, they're gonna ruin his career. They're gonna ruin the potential that he possibly be. And it's sad to see. I'm not gonna lie. Like things that
they're trying though. They tried. Like the Panthers are trying. They don't have no picks because they traded all their picks away to get Bryce Young. So they brought in Canales, right? They're trying to get the offense, right? You go and you draft. Last year you draft Mingo in the second round. You draft Xavier Legette in the second round this year. You go and you trade for Deontay Johnson. You bring in a running back in the second round, Jonathan Brooks. So you're trying to do all these things, bring in offensive pieces to help Bryce Young. It really comes down to him. If you believe in Bryce Young and you feel like he can be a good enough quarterback in the league, if you believed in him last year, I think the Panthers are doing the right thing. Now, if you think Bryce Young sucks and you think that he has no chance in the league, then you're probably not liking this a whole lot for him. The setup is not elite players, but I think they're trying to build around their potential future quarterback.
I think he has talent. I think he has talent, but I'm gonna say something that what's his name? And Hugh Jackman would know this, that he said that, this crazy amount of talented quarterbacks that the organizations or the coaching just runs them into the ground. And that's what I just look at with Bryce Young. I think the team his own is just going to run him to the ground. I pray that I'm wrong because I don't want that for him. But, bro, this Panthers crew, they're in shambles. They're terrible. They don't know what they're doing.
They're not good. But I think if Bryce Young stays healthy, which has been the key for him, I don't think it's a talent issue with Bryce Young. It's can he stay healthy? He played like shit last year. So I'm not trying to give him like a pass for how he played last year. But he's a second-year quarterback, and I think he has the talent. He has the smarts. He just don't have the size. So I'm not really worried about him on the field because I think he'll get better this season. I think Bryce Young will take a step up with all the talent around him. He just has to make sure he stays healthy because he's small as hell, bro. And I think that's an easy thing to forget about after his rookie year and he played like shit. It's easy to forget about that. Yeah. But Bryce Young, bro, I think if he can stay healthy and stay upright, I don't see why he can't have a decent second season where he's throwing for like 3,500 and probably like 20, 22 touchdowns.
With like 15 picks.
Nah, I think he'll get better at that too. 15 picks.
He's too small.
He can't see over the offensive line.
He throwing that. He's like, oh, I hope he's there. Hey, bro. But you want to talk about